Imagine you live in a small house with a big window overlooking a busy street. Walking down the sidewalk, you see a man wearing a hoodie, gray cargo shorts, even if it seems a bit chilly for that kind of thing. And no matter the weather, he's wearing sunglasses. His hair is orange and cropped short, and you see around his sunglasses that his face is dotted with freckles. You don't know his first name. You don't know his last name. He is known only as Dogman. Dogman is a loner. He's a little bit cool, tough, but relaxed. His dog, black, with a red collar and no leash. Dogman carries only one object. It's a dog toy. A long plastic spoon that holds a tennis ball and can lob that ball into the distance. The dog's a Labrador Retriever who dutifully returns each and every tennis ball thrown, while Dogman thumps to the beat of whatever music is playing in his earbuds. I know I didn't imagine him. He comes every day, every evening at 5:30. Monday at 5:30, here comes Dogman, just as Marketplace is starting on the public radio station to tell me if the stock market went up or down today. Dogman doesn't care about the stock market. He has to walk his dog. Tuesday at 5:30, here comes Dogman. He's taking his lab for a spin through the empty lot across the street from my house. Wednesday, Thursday, craning his arm back and throwing that tennis ball up, out of the range of vision of nosy neighbors like me. As sure as I'm standing here, and as sure as the earth keeps turning, and as sure as I am that some of you were working on your taxes this weekend, Dogman comes every day without fail. The neighbor kids have seen him too. They try to talk to him as they push off on their shiny Razor scooters or ride their bikes in awkward circles around the dog. Dogman doesn't stop to chat, though. He's on a mission. If this is a day that ends in Y, well then there goes Dogman. Why does he do it? It's just one of those things. He's a fixture in the neighborhood. In a way, I don't know anything about him, but I know this one personal thing. He has this unfailing commitment to his dog. A habit he keeps 7 days a week. We can all learn something about habit by having a role model. Even one whose commitment is to something small, especially something small. Habits, whether positive or negative, are powerful. If you choose one that brings you joy, you're guaranteed your daily dose every 24 hours. Now you may be asking yourselves, why did I build a narrative around this guy? Building a narrative is essential in a house like mine, where the animals outnumber the people. For example, in a current narrative developing in my house, my female dog, Lady Fairbanks, is getting ready to go to prom with my male dog, Takeo. There's talk of cummerbunds and corsages, limos and pocket squares. It's silly, but I talk to my animals every day. In a separate storyline, one of my cats, Nibs Peterson, is a world-class poker player. Long story. I do it because it brings me joy. You might find comfort in daily prayer, exercise, writing in a journal, or just reading the comics. Habits create structure and continuity in our complex lives. And this can reduce stress and bring you peace when you come home exasperated at the end of the day. One time, I met Dogman. Although met might not be exactly the right word. I was walking down the block toward my house. He was coming from the opposite direction. We crossed paths on the sidewalk, and I could hardly contain my excitement. "We see you every day," I blurted out. "We call you Dogman." Just as I realized I started to sound a little bit deranged, I saw that he had his earbuds in. He didn't hear a word I said. Nevertheless, I had intended to share with him how inspired I've been, how I've observed his daily habit. Good habits, bad habits, they're important indicators of our character. Omaha's own Warren Buffett once said, "The chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken." Think of a bad habit that's been weighing you down and how much freedom you'll feel when you're able to transition away from it. Or a good habit you've incorporated into your schedule. Just now you're starting to see a return on that investment. Like a string of pearls, habits provide stability and routine. And even if we slip for a few days, we can continue to build back on that foundation. When you go to sleep at night, how do you feel about how your time has been spent that day? For me, sometimes I ask myself, where did this day go? What was this day made of? And then I remember that I shared a story with my dogs about how their toy box looks like a time machine. I smile. I fall asleep in a good mood. It was time well spent. For now, I'll continue to watch Dogman. Although he's a stranger, when I see him walk down my street, it's as if all is right with the world. Just knowing he has this consistent commitment. He's inspirational. And more than a little mysterious. One thing's for sure, though. That is one lucky dog. Mr. Toastmaster?